So, St. Pat's teenage star Mason Melia plays his home games at Richmond Park in Inchicore, which regularly hosts crowds of 4,000 and 5,000 people on big Friday nights. And in January, the 17-year-old will make his big move to Spurs, where he signed a record-breaking deal until 2031, and the capacity of their stadium is 62,000. But away from the bright lights of the Premier League and away from Richmond Park, it all started right here over my shoulder. Welcome to County Wicklow. I'm here in Newtownmountkennedy, where Mason Melia's football journey began here at Newtown Juniors. And the club's pitches and clubhouse are here beside me. So I'm after having a chat with Rory Hackett, who was Mason Melia's schoolboy coach here at Newtown Juniors, and heard a couple of funny stories of how Mason used to almost score a hat-trick a game, how he regularly scored volleys from the halfway line, and how Rory had to pretty much take him off sometimes because he was scoring too many goals out of respect, I suppose, to the opposition. So that piece with his former manager is in the Irish Independent. And yeah, it all started here for Mason Melia. Of course, it's only a few weeks on from his historic move to Spurs that was announced, of course, with Brexit rules. He's still under 18. He turns 18 later this year, and in January he'll make his big move to Spurs, where he signed a deal for an initial £1.5 million deal that lasts until 2031, and that fee could rise even higher as well with add-ons. It was a historic moment for the League of Ireland's first League of Ireland player to move for a seven-figure sum. Of course, we've seen big moves in the past with, the likes of Gavin Bazunu going to Man City, but Mason Melia has made history, and he's the first League of Ireland player to break the £1 million mark. So it's been a remarkable rise since his early days here at Newtown Juniors. Had about 4 or 5 seasons here, and speaking to Rory, it was always in the back of his head that they wouldn't have him for too much longer, that he needed a better standard, a tougher opponents to test himself against. Melia then went to Joey's, had a spell at Bray Wanderers then, and then signed for St. Pat's, where his rise in Inchicore has been stunning. He soon rose up the academy ranks at the Saints, and soon broke into the first team, where he became the youngest goal scorer in Pat's history, the youngest League of Ireland goal scorer in history soon after, and really had a breakthrough season last year in both the league and in St. Pat's brilliant Conference League run, which took them all the way to the playoffs. They were beaten narrowly by Istanbul Başakşehir in the playoffs, but seeing a fella who was just 16 at the time, putting himself up against the best defenders in the league, and of course top European talent as well, it's no surprise that a whole host of clubs were quickly following his progress. Speaking to Rory, there was always rumours around here in Newtownmountkennedy. He was at this club, at that club. Melia, of course, spent time at Man City. He spent time at Chelsea as well, but Spurs won the race to sign him, and he'll move over there next January after his last season with St. Pat's this season, of course. So Mason's dad, Martin, also played here for the club for many years, as did his uncle Clive Clark, who was also his agent, and went on to a successful career in England with spells at West Ham, Sunderland, and won a couple of Irish caps as well. So this club, this place, really means a lot to Mason Melia and his family. They still live locally, and he's been back here for club functions and awards presentations in the last year or two as well. But speaking to Rory, they don't treat him any differently. He's still just young Mason who began his football journey here right behind me at Newtown Juniors. So everyone around here very proud of him. Really look forward to seeing how he gets on with the Premier League club. But away from the bright lights of the Premier League and his stunning rise at St. Pat's, it all started back here in Newtownmountkennedy for Mason Melia.